One thing I found too is, and this is just my opinion. Maybe you two being men and me not. Maybe you can tell me what you think. Is I put it this way. I think that black men don't take white women as seriously. They don't see them as a threat. Their defenses are down, and they don't feel demeaned if a white female seduces them. They feel lucky, as in his sex. I'm just saying that men don't. I don't know if men feel demeaned by sex like women are more. We're more sensitive to the fact of being sexually used, whereas men would say sometimes that being used is not a problem. So I wonder if that makes it easier for the white female to do it versus the white male. Because the white male has a history of rape and sexual degradation of black females, which makes black females, even if they're not doesn't have the defenses, it makes them a little more leery. Whereas a black male, he's not worried about a white female degrading him sexually.
Yeah, that could be absolutely true. I've personally never had sex, had any kind of sexual intercourse with a white female. Mm-hmm. So what I think about that, as you've laid it out, mm-hmm. May not be as important as what a non-white male who has had sexual intercourse with a white female, mm-hmm. Actually haven't had that experience. They may have, a lot more information to provide mm-hmm. on that subject. But just in terms of how people interact with each other under the system of racism, white supremacy, that could be absolutely true. Just as you laid it out, it could be absolutely true. Yeah. So I certainly wouldn't disagree with it. I've heard non-white males actually talk about the white females that they've been with mm-hmm. and how it made them feel to be with them. And what they have explained is just as you have explained. Now, I've had them try, mm-hmm. But I never got involved in that. Now, this girl was looking at me in the restaurant today. You see what I mean? Went to a Chinese restaurant. That's what they call it. Chinese food. What do you mean Chinese food? Food is food. It all comes from the earth. But that's what that's what we call it, Chinese food. Went to a Chinese restaurant. It was like a buffet, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching. It was a basketball game on television while I was eating, and just kind of look around. Periodically, I look around. I think it's just something that's left over from my younger days, what I used to call casing the joint. Just gotta look around, see what's going on, And I noticed that this lady was watching, the white lady. Mm-hmm. And she appeared to be pretty young. But, just took note of that as I took note of other things that were going on around me. And so I, went up to get some food and whatnot, and I noticed that when I got up, she got up. Mm-hmm. See? And would come around to where I was located, in which case I would move around to the other side, and she'd come around to that side. Now, all of that could have been purely coincidental. Yeah. But knowing how things work under the system of racism, white supremacy, it gives you what Dr. Wilson says. Dr. Wilson says people have said that she is paranoid, and she says that just means that she's aware of how the system works. So you have a certain amount of suspicion or insight, even, into how things play themselves out. Now, she never did say anything, but she was looking and appeared to be following me and whatnot, and I just went on about my business and, finished my meal and left. But, those kind of things happen all the time. To non-white females as well. A whole lot. I hear about it when I'm talking to other non-white females. They talk about, things like that a lot. And, don't know what to say when they're in those situations or what to do.
Yeah.
But like when I was talking to the lady who was, talking against black females, I wasn't impolite. I was courteous. I wasn't trying to cut her off. I wasn't trying to interrupt her when she was speaking or anything like that. She laid out her bit, and I responded to it. I tell you, that conversation didn't last 5 minutes. Before she'll have to move on to another non-white male.
Yep. Heard that same thing from other black males, and I've experienced it myself as a non-white female. And it's not a compliment. That's the only thing I can say to anybody that's being talked to like that. That is not a compliment. Do not think for 1 minute it's a compliment to you because they're talking about another non-white person. It is the same thing as if they were talking about you. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll go so far as to say, hey, we need more black people like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Oh yeah, they'll take it. They'll take it out that, if they need to take it out that far, they'll take it out that far.
Stroke that ego.
Yeah, anything to make you feel good about them talking to you. Yeah.
And certainly putting down your own people while they're doing it, and getting you to agree with them.
Oh yeah.
It's really sad. Yeah.
And many times we fall for it because we don't have the language to, to counter it. And we will, in our effort to counter it, we'll end up being discourteous or, cuss the person out or something like that. And there's really no need for that. Once you understand what to say and how to say it, you can just say it. And you don't have to scream it. You can talk it just like this. And let the words do the work for you. You don't have to put a whole lot of energy behind it and contract all the muscles in your body. No, let the words do the work